I'm picking up where I left off in White Orchard. I've just upgraded some of my armour with things that I've looted, and I'm going to have a quick look and see if I can make any alchemical ingredients yet. So I can make samum. Might as well go ahead and do that. It's one of the bombs, and the reason I got distracted in the first place trying to find a drowner brain for Swallow, I have the drowner brain now, which is fab, and just need some more celandine and some dwarven spirit to make that, and I think I can pick and find both of those. Okay, so I'm going to call Roach. Hey Roachy! And head down to the Nilfgaardian Garrison. So if you press and hold shift, Roach stays on the path and you can just ride around for ages until you come to a dead end. That's what I'm doing at the moment. If you press shift twice, you can customize these as well. Then you go a bit faster. Roach doesn't go into deep water though, so when you come close to a bridge or an obstacle, it may be good if you're not going that fast. So I'm just going to show you on the map. Nilfgaardian Garrison is just up there. I'm going to go across here and through the marsh and round that way for a change really. Maybe find some stuff to pick. Okay, something ahead of me. Oh, and a question mark. So if you see monsters, enemies, they are often guarding something. So I'm not sure what the question mark is here. I think it might be a place of power. Yeah, place of power just over there. So let's try and kill the wolves. Wolves not keen on Igni. See the place of power a bit clearer now. Actually, I might just come and draw from it. No, I won't, because the wolves have gone, but there is a wraith. Okay, level 6 wraith. I might have a quick go at killing it. Wraiths. Oh, the wolves are back now as well. Wraiths you have to bring into a solid form to kill. That's why I've used one of my signs there. Okay, Wraith down. Wolves probably still there. Can't see them though, so I'm going to go and draw power from the sign. So the places of power increase one of your sign's intensities, different ones for different places of power. And also, every time you draw from one for the first time, it gives you a character trait to choose. So I'm going to go on to signs. I like using signs. And either Exploding Shield, I use Quen a lot, or Delusion. We only have one slot over here, so you can't equip 2 things yet anyway, and these go up with level. I'm level 1, you can get another one at level 2, and then level 4, level 6, level 8, level 10. As such, it's worth choosing something that you want to keep using more, and I think early on in the game I certainly use these two quite a lot, so I'm going to go for Shield and pop it there. In White Orchard there are quite a few places of power, so you can go a reasonable way to building up your character traits without really going higher than level 2. I think there might be 5 places of power, but you can get 7 traits and only be level 2. Okay, and again, back on the task in hand, I'm going to call Roach over. And we will make our way to the Nilfgaardian Garrison. On the mini map you can see a little exclamation mark in yellow. That just shows that there's a location of a side quest, which we might go back and do a bit later. This marsh is actually looking quite pretty in the sun, not so pretty in the dark. There's a guard at the garrison, just signalling really that we are there. I'm going to jump off Roach and loot. Oh, the green marker has shown up as well. I'm going to loot some bits from here. The peasants don't care if I loot things, but the soldiers do. I'll give you a quick demonstration. So if I loot that, well, the soldiers didn't notice that, lazy soldiers. I'm going to come over here and loot something else. Okay, you're about to steal something in full view of the guards. This could end badly. Don't do this unless you have a clear escape route or something you really, really want, and you don't mind losing all your money and all your vitality. But I'm going to demo the escape version so you can see that the soldiers weren't over keen on that. I'm going to jump into the water and just swim over here for a bit. They're all red and cross on the mini-map. While I'm over here, I might as well see if there's anything to loot on the ground. Nothing obvious. But this gives the soldiers enough time to calm down. Head back over there. Do they look calm? We'll see them on the mini-map. If they are still out for blood for my theft, then they will come after me. No, looking good. So up the steps to the garrison. Nilfgaardian army is very well organised. So a warm welcome for Geralt as ever. Don't you know who I am? Okay, a little bit of sarcasm, why not? I'm actually going to head back this way first though. There's stuff to steal here, but really not worth it for a little vial. It's worth about 1. Again, not worth it for a couple of orens, and not worth it for the alchemist powder. What I will do is go up here and jump across. So now I'm far enough away that I can steal stuff without them noticing. I think that's all there is to steal there. Okay, through here, into the garrison, lots of plants to pick. In this corner there's other stuff that you can loot, and despite the soldiers being there, they don't seem to notice. So it could be used to make armour later, can sell it on. That one I think they would notice. Don't really have any desperate desire to talk to any of the soldiers around and about, but I will go and talk to this guy, the quartermaster. Don't have a password for you. Really lovely and welcoming. Emir Vala Emrys is pretty scary, so I think that just filters down through all his troops. Okay, let's see what you have for sale. See if there's anything I can sell you. Rusty sword, not really worth much, but why not? Might hang on to my witch's sword for sentimental value, and sell that one. This one is an increase in my current armour, so I will swap that over and not sell it. I don't like a hatchet anyway, so I might as well sell that. And the hunting gauntlets, hunting boots, we'll sell all of those. Key, really don't need it. Necklace, don't need it either, so I can sell both those as well. That's really helped me for money. I'll keep all of those in case I need them for any crafting. So bits can be dismantled. Witch's steel sword just into leather scraps and iron, which again don't really need. Everything can be dismantled. Most things can be dismantled into different bits and pieces. Don't need the rotting flesh either. And can also repair swords. I have my witch's silver sword and my Temerian sword. This one only has 72% durability, so I'm just going to repair that for now. I don't feel any great need to, I might swap over my armour for that. And that has 71%, so I'm going to repair that as well. My silver sword is okay, so that's quite useful. It just makes swords better at killing. And then there is a stone there that I can use to sharpen my sword, and there is a table, whereabouts is it? Might be this one, that I can use to enhance my armour. That's a timed thing that you can see up in the top left near Vitality. And now I think I will go and talk to the Nilfgaardian Garrison commander, who's already having a chat with one of the locals, and he's trying to be one of the people. I think he's doing a reasonable job. He probably didn't ask to be garrison commander of this falling down building in a place that he doesn't know. Looks a bit grumpy though. Right, tell me where Yennefer is. Of course it is. Well, we were expecting to need to kill the griffin anyway, so not really too much of an issue. Good to get paid for it. So he doesn't want to lose any more men, but Geralt's a professional. Seems reasonable. Okay, well, and what choice does Geralt have? Wants to find Yennefer. Let's get a bit more information. Okay. They all died from the look of it. And the griffin is getting bolder. Well, we saw earlier on, didn't we, attacking the merchant. Let's get as much information as I can. So there is a hunter to go and talk to, and let's see if he tells me anything else. A strange hunter, that bodes well, and help for herbs. And I need some buckthorn. That's fair, Geralt. Okay, he's given me the location of a herbalist, so that's helpful. Bye, Nilfgaardian Garrison Commander. For whatever reason, you are able to loot bits and pieces in this corner without anyone coming after you, so that's... Oh, and meteorite ore, as we said earlier, is really handy for building armour, Witcher armour, later in the game. The other armour as well. Nothing that I want to steal from around there. Nothing that I want to steal enough to risk the wrath of the Nilfgaardians. I'm going to come in here and have a look around. Some mushrooms. Steps. I'm going to go out onto here. So in this game, often when there is somewhere you can climb, you see the white painted effect, and that's a helpful guide. And also, if you notice the structure of the wall, that can be hit with hard and it will crumble. So I'm going to try and jump over there and have a look around here. Scratched key. Marable sword, we can see how different that is to what I have at the moment. So just go to my inventory. The armour, we've said it's generally better but not so good for ghosts or monsters. So if I'm fighting ghosts or monsters, I might want to swap back to the other one. And the Marable sword, no, the current sword I have is better. Again, sentimentally, we'll hold on to the Witcher's steel sword. And I'm going to equip the bomb as well. Keys often mean a quest, but this one is just giving me an easier way to get out. I'm going to go and sell the sword that I don't need straight away. There's no need to carry around extra weight if you don't want to. So here you go, Quartermaster. Let me sell you this lovely sword I have literally just stolen from you. The Quartermaster also has some potions for other swords. They're both level 2 and could be useful, but again, generally you find everything that you need in the game. Or you find the diagrams for it and have someone craft it for you. Now I want to go and see the hunter, and I want to go and see the herbalist. Let me see where they are. So over there we can go to the herbalist first and then the hunter. And just change the quest over by pressing V. Oh, Geralt's now going to be delighted about the fast travel. Good to know. New marker of the sawmill. Actually, I'd already been there, so it isn't a new marker, but it's just to help me. Oh, actually, take it back. The sawmill is a new marker. And I've already been along this stretch of road. And I'm not going to do that quest yet, so I might go straight to the sawmill. It's starting to get dark, and in all honesty, I am not overly keen on wandering around in the dark, so I'm going to meditate till morning. White Orchard isn't quite as miserable as Velen, the next location, so it's often fairly sunny, and it's a bright morning. Let me go and pick some flowers over here, and I'm going to go and find the herbalist. As one might expect, the herbalist's garden is full of plants. I'm going to loot all of those as well. So hellebore and moly arrow. Some wolfsbane in there. And some rib leaf down there, more moly arrow. White myrtle, more rib leaf. The game's very much set up for you to steal people's belongings and pick their gardens. And I may already have mentioned that all the plants will regrow. It's just a growing cycle. I think it's a couple of days. Let's see the herbalist. Oh, she's looking after someone. Check me out. I know what Begatic is. So, there is a dying woman. Not the brightest. Oh, romantic. So, I think Geralt would try and help her. Some kind of subdural. Well, we have another reason now to make some swallow potion. Okay, so I'm going to pick some buckthorn to lure the griffin. Yeah, Nilfgaard values orders. Nilfgaard's looking after its own predominantly. That's completely fair. I'm looking for my love. So, nothing else to loot there. So it's brought up another quest on Death's Bed. Can't talk to Lena. Say hi to Tamira again. Let's find out a bit about her. There was a bit of a verbal cue that she might be a bit more interesting than just the herbalist. Garrett was talking about bitterness, and they both know Mother Nanika and the Temple of Militale. So, a bit like the girl wandering in the woods to meet her love, not the most sensible. But now White Orchard has a herbalist, so all's well that ends well. Not so much for Tamira. Let's see if she has any herbs for sale. And you can sell herbs to her as well. So if there's anything that you have loads of, and when you're with a herbalist you can flip over to the alchemy tab really easily. So Swallow, I now have loads of celandine, just need Dwarven Spirit. I don't know if she had any Dwarven Spirit. Yes, she does, it's 50. For the ease of completing the quest to give some Swallow to Lena, I think I might just buy one of those. She also has manuscripts for White Gull, which is the solvent mentioned that you need for some of the later alchemy ingredients, and a manuscript for Dwarven Spirit. I'm not going to buy that because firstly I'll probably find it, but secondly Dwarven Spirit becomes easy to loot later in the game. And the decoctions as well. Griffin decoction could be useful, but I haven't killed the griffin yet, and again I think I'll find it. So let's go ahead and make the Swallow potion. Once you've made a potion, then it's made forever, and you just use, so when you meditate you use another solvent to make it again, but you don't need to go and find the basic ingredients again. But you do need to find ingredients when you want to upgrade the solvent, upgrade the potions, and the same with the oils. So dog tallow you get from killing the dogs, probably do that later, and bear fat from killing bears. I think we'll probably find dogs and bears around White Orchard, so I'm not going to bother buying those. And then the grape shot bomb, calcium equum and saltpeter, I'll keep looking rather than buying them. I wonder if she wants to buy some blowball or some white myrtle petals from me. And some of the stuff I just looted from her garden. Why not? Not very much, but every little helps. And there's nothing else that I want to sell. But I will talk to her again now because I have the Swallow potion. So I've got a potion for Lena. Tricky balance, isn't it? I mean, according to the Hippocratic Oath, it's first do no harm before doing good, and who knows whether Geralt's doing the right thing. But Tamira thinks he is because she's given him a small gift. I wonder what she's given him. And we've completed the On Death's Bed quest. It's given us 280 XP as well. Fabulous. So some money, which is basically what the potion cost, and some venom. So right, cursed oil, venom extract, manuscript pages. Thank you very much, Tamira. Oh, Of Sweat and Blood. Let's have a quick read of those. Sometimes reading books gives you exciting new information, and you can read about it in your bestiary. So Noon Wraiths and Night Wraiths and the Veil and Plague Maiden. So all of that information in doing that quest has helped us, given us new information about various types of Wraith and how to kill them. Otherwise you get information in the bestiary when you kill something, or sometimes you get information, so I don't know if Vesemir gave me the information about the Griffins. All useful stuff. Right, I have now spoken to Tamira. I wonder where the riverbed is and whether I want to go there first, or whether I want to... Yeah, let's head over to the riverbed. So I'll change the quest again using V. You can kill the animals as well, you get meat. I don't have any great desire to do that because I have plenty at the moment anyway to keep me going. And there's loads of buckthorn down there. Let me go and pick some. Geralt's breath runs out when he is underwater, no kidding, although he can stay underwater for quite a while. Let's just pick all the buckthorn that I can. And there's a chest over there as well. I'm going to go and investigate that. There's never any harm in picking herbs. They don't weigh anything, so they're not weighing your inventory down. So a new diagram for a type of bolt and a new decoction. So if you see what I mean about being able to find everything that you need as long as you loot enough. So equally there's a diagram for different type of armour, and different decoctions. And let's go and see what's in this one. So another decoction and different type of sword. So let's have a look at different things that I can make now. Lots of decoctions. Very exciting, although I haven't killed anything that I need to make them with. So when you kill, say, well, the algal decoction just needs algal bone marrow and some buckthorn, of which I have plenty. But most of them need a mutagen from the particular creature, so earth elemental mutagen, Ekimara mutagen, etc. I'm just doing their laundry. Let me go and find the hunter now. Mislav, he's not far away. some of this on the way. If you wander around and pick everything early on, you'll probably get to the stage that you have loads of herbs to sell and you don't need to pick anything later. But as I said, it doesn't weigh anything, so you might as well just pick it all. Hey, Miss Love. So let's use my Witcher sensors. Fresh footprints, let's go and find him. So Witcher sensors allow you to follow smells, tracks, see things, clues that normal people wouldn't be able to see, although hunters and trackers might see some of them. Hi, Miss Lav. So, dog tallow coming up hopefully. Although I'm sort of with Miss Lav, the dogs are, if they're higher levels, can be quite difficult to kill. Okay, please take me to where you found all the dead Nilfgaardians. I'm a Witcher, I can handle it. So, why not help Miss Lav? Could do with some dog tallow. Dogs and wolves and things actually do a reasonable amount of damage, and my level 1 Geralt is not going to be that hard to kill if they all come at me at the same time, so it's worth being a bit careful in some of these fights. Dog's not keen on fire. I'm going to try and keep Quen active, and actually he's a level 1, so should be killable. And I think there is one. Oh, there's a dead person. But dog over here. Yeah. This lab isn't really doing an awful lot to help, but see how the Igni really helps with the fights against the dogs. Let me loot them, get some fat. Sometimes you might get some meat, yeah, raw meat, which you can use for vitality. Let's come and talk to Miss Lav. Sometimes you get useful information by quizzing people, just background information on the game, and if you haven't read any of the books, just on what the world is like. That's being a werewolf. That's really sad. Poor Florian and poor Miss Lav. Mislav doesn't seem to have any hard feelings though. Right, let's follow him. Oh, level 2 now. That means that I have another point that I can add to my character. There's no point, well, there is a point to making shield level 2, but I can't then put that in the extra slot, and given that I have an extra slot, I'm going to go for increasing Axi and then popping that in the slot. Now there's an empty gap here and you can put a mutagen in there. Blue mutagens will have a multiplier effect on the mage character elements, but we don't have any blue mutagens, so I'm just going to pop the one that I do have there, which is increasing my vitality by 50. So, silently following Mislav through the woods till we find where he found the Nilfgaardians who'd been attacked by the griffin. That looks like it. And indeed it was. Not very nice. Geralt again supposed to be neutral, although if push came to shove I don't think he would side with Nilfgaard. Right. We'll have a look around. So these are using Witcher senses again. Blood, bottle, having a drink, fire as well. It's like they were having a little bonfire party. There's another marker there. Oh, tracks. So they don't belong to the Nilfgaardians. Well, they do belong to the Nilfgaardians, but not the Nilfgaardians we are looking for. So leap down there and loot those. Armour repair kits are useful, and linen can be used for making various things, or it can be sold. Now, here we go. Just following these. Actually, maybe they are the tracks I'm looking for, because they were going away from something to the camp and then celebrating something at the camp, having a few drinks. Not so nice. So Griffin is deceased, and as he's a witcher and trained in such things, Geralt can have a look and find out a bit more about how it died. So, murdered in her bed. So we're looking for a 12-year-old male griffin, and it's a royal griffin. So the male was pretty upset because its life mate, life partner, had been killed. I can see why that would be the case. We'll have a quick read about Emir var Emrys. See if there is anything in the nest that I can loot. Just a little bit of money. often loot money from skeletons, but not always. I'll pick some of that. And I'll just have a quick look and see if the bits that I picked up are better. Yeah, 23 armour versus 28, so we'll swap over. But my current sword is better than that one. And can't use the bolts yet because whilst they do a good level of damage, they are level 8 and I am level 2. Let me head back and I'm ready to talk to Vesemir. Pick those and then I think I'll call Roach so that we can expedite getting there. Hey Roach! Good girl! Abandoned village with a wraith going around a well. I think that is going to be related to the quest. That contract indeed, Devil by the Well. I might come back and do that. I probably will come back and do that later. But to start with, I am going to go and find Vesemir because finding Yennefer is my current priority. That's Mislav again, back by his hut. And coming into the village. We'll go and find the pub again. Turned a little bit too soon. We'll go and find the pub again. Hello Vesemir. Let's have a quick chat before we think about going to kill the griffin. Yeah, life isn't that simple. Hooray! So we have the buckthorn for that. Yeah, got some buckthorn already. Check me out. Yeah, that was gross. And more information about the griffin from my mountain climbing dead griffin examining expedition. Yeah, let's go. Why not? So there is a griffin to kill and there are various side quests to undertake. I'm just going to equip the bomb as well in my bomb slot, and let me think about whether or not I want to do any more of the side quests to try and increase my level before I go and kill the griffin, or indeed whether or not I want to perhaps see if I can find a silver sword that's a little bit better. These two are tied in with the main quest, so I can't do either of those. The next step would be finding Vesemir and the griffin. Missing in action, Twisted Firestarter, collect them all, takes nearly the whole game. So I might do these two and this one before I kill the griffin. I've just completed a couple. As I'm in the village, I'm going to go and have a look at Twisted Firestarter. You may recall the dwarf whose forge has been set alight. Let's have a quick look. See what I can see around here. Large boot prints. So we'll follow those. Delightful. So someone's been drinking vodka, urinating outside. Oh. Disappear at the water's edge. Let me have a look around and we'll probably find where he came out the other side. Something over there. Well, he did well to escape from drowners. Lost his boots. Oh. Let me just run off into the water again. Come back the other way, they will never know. Oh yes, they will. So you can see on the mini-map that there are Nilfgaardian soldiers still chasing me. Wasn't really what I was going for, to be honest. I might come round the other side of the village and see if I can carry on with the trail there. Don't think I need my sword though. I wonder if it's a Nilfgaardian that's still following me or something else. Crikey. Thanks, Roach. So I like to think if I put a bit of distance between myself and the Nilfgaardians, I won't have to go and fight them all. Oh, that's pretty. I'm also not entirely desperate to go and meet Vesemir in the field before I want to. I am coming into the village the other direction. Hopefully the army has forgotten all about my transgression. Looking good so far, and I've picked up the trail. Tracks lead back here. So it does look like it was one of his neighbours. Let's steal everything I can from his house while I'm here. Nap with his drowner claw marks. Let's have a chat with him. No, you're not right. You're being deeply unpleasant and racist. Oh, another case of having to choose the lesser evil. But Geralt cannot be bribed. So, actually really useful, as I've mentioned before. You can fight Nap, but why would you? Sometime today, Nap. I suppose he is injured and rather hypnotised. Come with me. Hey Roach, you are a good girl. Come on, Nap. Not far to go now. I'm just going to come over here and pick some stuff while I wait for you. You really are taking ages. Don't knock over the poor little kid. Okay, here we are, Burnt Forge and Grumpy Dwarf. here is your arsonist. So ironic that the reason his mother had some money to leave him is because the dwarf did not charge for her for services. Don't think being drunk is any excuse. I mean, I don't think that's correct either, really. That's an unpleasant result, really. So they're going to go and hang him. Yeah. What a shame. Well, let me have a look and see if there is a silver sword, level 2 silver sword that he can make me that I have a crafting diagram for. Or maybe a level 3 sword, but let's have a look. She didn't pay me very much for that. 20 crowns isn't great. Right, so these are bits of armour that he can make me. This one would increase various bits of damage, might be useful against the griffin. Need some silk, some thread, some leather straps and some linen. These two would be lower level than what I have. Well, actually that one's slightly higher level, but if I was going to create something, I'd create something level 2 or level 3, and he's not able to make me a sword. I wonder if the quartermaster over in the garrison can do that for me. So as it stands anyway, I'm not going to have any armour. Let me have a look at the other quests. So missing in action and collect them all, and devil by the well. I don't know where Odolan is. Not far away. Let me find him and ask him about the quest. Sitting just outside a cottage. Oh. No, inside a cottage. As ever, I'm going to have a look around, see if there's anything to loot. And of course there is. Oh, emerald, that's pretty. Right, here's Odolan. This is the well that we actually walked past a bit earlier, and indeed it was haunted. It looked like there was a bit of a ghost flying around it. Oh, his little girl is unwell. It's a bit of a catch-22, isn't it? Need water to fight the fever, can't have any water because the well is evil. Ghost is scary, really. Sounds scary. So an alp would be a type of vampire, a wraith is a type of ghost, spirit. That will help you, but I am going to negotiate my reward. It is my job. Let's go for 20% increase and see if you're okay with that. He hasn't liked that very much, so I'll just go with 22. And we already know where it is, and I think we have also got a fast travel sign just outside. Let's have a look on the map. Abandoned village. Although by the time I have walked to the other fast travel signs, I might as well just ride roach to the abandoned village. I'm going to leave that there for a minute. Restarting where I left off, I have had some lunch, so I feel that energised to go and fight the devil by the well. Oh, let's just go and pick some herbs as well, just over there. And yes, could fast travel, but as I said, it will take just as much or perhaps less time to ride up there on roach. That's Miss Lav. Hi, Miss Lav. Now, it's dusk, and whilst it is, you know, super creepy to go and fight the devil by the well at dusk, I think I'd rather do it in the morning. So I am going to get off roach and meditate until the morning, and then we'll go and have a look at the devil by the well. You can see the well. Glad that it's not there in the morning. I can have a look around unencumbered. Right, grass has been burnt. And just cook some mushrooms, pick some mushrooms. Have a look at the dog. Okay, Noonwraith then. Why not have a look at the bestiary entry? So, Eardon, we know that works against wraiths. It makes them physical versus, what would the right word be? Opaque, touchable, real. Spectral, cannot, and Moondust Bomb. So the only thing I can use really is the Eardon. Let's investigate why the wraith is attached to the village and loot some stuff on the way. I may have just looted some bear fat actually, which should enable me to make something. Let me have a look. Okay, so I can make necrophage oil because I have dog tallow and the blue ball and spectre oil. That's handy timing to loot the bear fat. The game does do that actually, so it gives you often what you need at the right time. Although not in the case of killing the griffin. Okay, so it looks like they've struck out on their own. So someone's been murdered and someone living was dragged away. Nothing else to loot there. Okay, so she was fighting while she was dragged out. Points to her being possibly the wraith. I'm gonna have a quick look in the other houses before I go and look at the well. Seeing anything immediate there. Let's go and have a look in this one up here as well. So bits and pieces to loot. Look for any more key clues. Nothing particularly exciting to loot there, and it doesn't look like there are any clues either. So I will go and have a look at the well. I've already looked at the dog. Look at the rope. So that is probably the woman, and likely confirming that it's the wraith. See, Geralt studied bones, was able to identify, and we're looking probably for the bracelet. Bracelet's probably fallen down the well. Right, I'm going down the well as well then. Geronimo. That looks a little bit like forearm. And that's the bracelet. Oh, something over there as well. Nothing else that I can see there though. So I shall surface. I mentioned about the paint showing you where you can get out. Fairly sure it's not paint. So that might be what's binding her to the place. So back up to the bones. Let's find a way out. Let's pick some mushrooms. Okay, let's go under here, hope that my lungs hold out. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have very far to go. And I think there's something down there. Well, that's great. So superior beast oil already. I'm going to surface here and just get some air and then back down again. I think this is the way out. So I picked up some superior beast oil there, which is handy, although I can't make it until I've made beast oil. Right. Oh, there's something else down there. Let me grab that. So, wraith oil, potions, and I don't know if that's going to help me with the fight or not. Let's have a quick look and see. Yeah, they're a bit better. And although are they going to be better for wraiths? 4% with, no, I think better with the new ones, better with current ones. So current kit is good. I think there was an update that allows oils to be automatically applied to sword. Let me have a look. Gameplay. Yeah, oh, I'd already done that. Automatically apply oils. And it's not in strictly the right direction, but I will go and have a look at this house on my way. So it'll be interesting to see how the automatically apply oils thing works. I imagine you start a fight against a certain thing, and if you have the oil, it's just immediately on your sword. We shall see. So, war, obviously not very good for that person in the house. Poverty, lack of fish, or maybe people not coming to the well. Here we go, back at the abandoned village. And want to burn the body, light a fire to destroy the noon wraiths. There we go. So we want a lot of Earden to corporeal, that's the word I couldn't think of earlier, to make the wraith corporeal, and then I'll be able to kill it, hopefully. It certainly did. Yes, and the oil has been automatically applied. That's pretty nifty. Lots of mine and noon wraiths to kill. Just want the main one though. Double by the well. It's a really sad story. And I think, well, hopefully she will be happy to no longer be tied to this place and miserable. Hopefully. just need enough to cast Yrden again. There we go. And then the little moon wraiths are there. I might just avoid those. And I might equip some swallow just to help with my current vitality. Now, I don't know if I'm going to need to go and kill those to bring her back. I may. So there she is. Come over here. A bit more swallow. And there we go, she is free. We have a mutagen and a trophy, and hopefully a well that's no longer cursed. So let me head back. Maybe people will return to the village, but maybe they will think of it as just too sad. Hopefully Odolin's little girl will get better. What are you up to, Roach? Okay, so not far to go. I'm going to jump down and pick some of that. So the obsession with Arenia is, oh, I thought I had the white gull. Maybe I don't, but it's because you need it to make a particular solvent. So I just try and pick as much of it as I can while I'm going around. No, all sorted. A sad story. Maybe worth talking to Tamira about. Oh, of course. It's the money that was hidden away from my daughter's dowry. His daughter's dowry. Yeah, I can't take that. Geralt, you are too good. Something for luck though, that's always good. Oh, nice piece of amethyst. Thanks, Odolan. And Devil by the Well. Check. Right, do I want to go and kill the griffin yet, or do I want to have a look at some of the other quests? What do we have? Missing in action. Let's do that one. And then I think we'll go and fight the griffin. So this one is a bit further away. Let's have a look on the map. So that's definitely a fast travel kind of a location. Let's head over here. Oh, I wonder if I have anything to sell to the innkeep. Yes. Let's go and sell some stuff. Hi, Elsa. I will have that other Gwent card and I will sell you. Oh, that's 15 and 15 and 60. So that's great. Don't need wine to restore vitality and it's worth quite a lot. And let's sell the alcohol as well because Geralt gets drunk if he drinks alcohol. And I'm just going to keep the things that are 60 seconds. I should have enough to keep me going. And then, right, I definitely don't need rotting meat, weird doll, some funny platters, a pipe, little vials. I might break down the candle and have the wax. I can certainly sell some wolf hide. Don't really need black magic dolls. And don't really need the Temerian Special Forces insignia. I might keep one just in case. And nothing else there that I can sell her. So back on my mission to find June and find out about his brother. I might talk to this merchant as well, just see if he has anything particularly exciting, like a level 3 silver sword. Oh, some more honourable than others, but Geralt of Rivia, definitely honourable. Half free. Surely half free is free. Let's see what you have. Nothing there that I can use. Griffin decoction. Interesting. That's useful potentially after I've killed the griffin. But I can't use it until I kill the griffin. Stuff for roach, so that increases their weight. That means that the stamina of roach's stamina won't decrease as quickly, and that means that roach won't get as scared. You can win these items later, so I'm not going to pay money for them now. I might though, so I might get more from the quartermaster for these, and I am maybe going back there. Let's see. I'll hang on to them for now. Don't know if any of those swords were any better. Oh, fast travel over here. Been here before with Vesemir. We rode through a little bit earlier. Still pretty pitiful place. Peasants dead. Stuff to loot though. Looking on the bright side for Geralt. Ooh, I like a bit of meteorite silver. Nice for armour later. And something is going down on my left. You can see it on the mini-map. It's a question mark. I'll go and have a look at that afterwards. First, I think I will talk to this guy about his brother. Hey! Of course, everyone talks to their dog. Even the scary dogs like that. Didn't want to cut his fingers off. I mean, it's better no fingers than dead. I mean, ideal, alive and has fingers. So I can't see his hands, but maybe he doesn't have fingers. So you want me to go to the battlefield and be attacked by ghouls? Of course. I mean, I don't know if that's sarcasm, but I'd like to think that June has realised that his brother is more likely than not dead. Yeah, I will see you there. And in the meantime, I will see what's going on down here. So, drowner corpses, a thing of explosive, guarded treasure. Let me make my way down there. I'm still so wary of falling off the top of cliffs because I never know whether Geralt's going to survive or not, so I'm just going to go the nice gentle slopey way. And we're going to have a little bit of wolfsbane and some of that on the way. Right, 3 of them. Have some shield first. Don't know if they're coming or not. Let me see if I can perhaps blow them up. Well, not by doing that, but perhaps if I get a bit closer and, yeah, do that. Oh, good. Yay. So, 1 dead drowner, and of course drowner brain that I was spending ages looking for before. Drowner's not keen on fire either. But good at dodging. Not that good though. Two more drowners. Might just Quen first and then Igni. Try and explode as well. Oh, drowner cut in half. Very good. Right, 4 drowners down, monster bone, and drowner tongue. Yum. Oh, so some new oil, some new beast oil as well, new diagrams. I wonder if there's anything I want to change into. No, not really. And no, well, I might change for that one. And anything new I can make. Yes, insectoid. Beast, I need a wolf's liver. actually this stuff is really hard to find, so I might go and see if I can buy some from the herbalist. Let's make some white honey as well. And let's go and meet our friend. It's not far away, I think I might walk it. Pick some stuff en route. Sometimes you can loot corpses, but either I've looted them already or you can't with those three. Lots of wolfsbane around here and monsters in the distance you can just see. So, Quen. Quite a few ghouls and a ghoul nest. As with my general view on fights, evasive action is always good. Take them out one-on-one if you can. Keeping an eye on the mini-map is quite useful for that, the one-on-one. Okay, there's another one coming up. Monster nests can be destroyed, and that'll be my aim with this one. Now what I don't want is 3 ghouls at once. That's not much fun. So there are another 2 just behind me. Sometimes when you destroy the monster nests, new monsters come out of them. Let's just go and grab the ghoul innards. And one left to go there. Yep, or to destroy it, so if you press E it will automatically destroy. Stand well clear because you don't want to blow yourself up. But don't forget to go back and loot the nest. It's usually stuff that's worth having around and about. And I don't know what was in that one, but worth having. Now, you may recognise this place up here because it's where Geralt and I started the game. I was having an initially delightful dream about Yennefer just under the tree. What the notice says. Okay, let's go and have a look for June. There he is. Hey June. Hey doggy. Hey Battlefield. so we need shields with a small painted flower on. And June certainly has a lot of faith in his brother, which I guess is lovely. So battlefields, a lot to loot. Some I've looted around here anyway. There are probably some ghouls over there. Rusty Nilfgaardian swords. Not ideal, but I'm picking them up so that I know who I've looted and who I haven't. Ghouls over there in the distance. I see you. And something flashing, or a few things flashing red. So that must be one of the shields with the flower painted on it. Hey, huzzah. And this must be another one. So all burnt. I don't think you can really tell how broad-shouldered someone was when they're burnt, because it's kind of all gone, hasn't it? All that flesh that's been burnt off. How many ghouls are there over there? I think I should probably try and get rid of them. Helps if I'm facing in the right direction though. Geralt. June is arguably marginally more help than Vesemir. Oh, that's not ideal though. Just going to stand back for a minute and regain a bit of health, and then go and face them again. Early on, the potions only have a couple of imbibes before you need to meditate to replenish. Later on in the game, when you have all the upgrades, and particularly if you have some of the upgrades of alchemy, you can drink more, or there is more available. So I think this is the battlefield that Yennefer was on right at the start, where she cast her spell. Oh, there's another. You see the red in the distance. So it's another shield with flower on it. There we go. Another two. There we go. So is this your brother? Oh, I'm now actually following the dog's trail, it would seem. Can't see the dog's trail, hopefully it will become clear. There we go. Oh, there is a little hut on the battlefield. That's handy. So, I'm hoping one of these is his brother, maybe that one. I think that's a Nilfgaardian. Well, that's lovely. So the Nilfgaardian rescued the soldier from White Orchard. Does he still have his fingers? I think he probably does. Well, he saved your brother's life, so I think you need to help him. You're not going to leave him to die. I hope. We'll pretend he can't speak or teach him not to have the accent. I think being killed if you're found out is probably quite motivating. Okay, 20 XP for me. Anything to loot in here? Oh yeah, great. Sulphur, nice. And an old goat hide. Now, I don't know if I can put off going to see the Griffin with Vesemir anymore, but I will just see if I don't think there is anything else to do. I'd quite like to be level 3 before I do it. So what I'm going to do is head back to the crossroads and the fast travel and fast travel to the Nilfgaardian Garrison, think about doing that quest and then come back that way. See if that can get me up to level 3. So I've got a green marker showing me where the fast travel point is. Let's head over to the garrison and guards are still there, so I'm not going to be looting anything there. I'll get down and give me 20. I'm going to come and have a look around here because we didn't come this way initially because we walked across where the place of power was. And there's guarded treasure, so we'll just see what it is. Let's guarded by wolves. Let's see if I can blow some up and thin the numbers out. Do one up, that's not bad. Wolves and a warg. As with everything else, caution is sensible at this stage, because if you are surrounded by any of these, it's quite easy for them to whittle your vitality down, and so just be careful would be my advice. Some lovely dog tallow, liver, and let's see what the loot is. Oh, ruby and diamond dust. So all worth having. Stuff you can see over there is a toxic gas. I'm not going to walk into it because I don't want to be gassed. But I will go over there and loot that. And actually I'm going to go up here while I'm here, and I'm going to sell all my rusty swords to the quartermaster if he wants them. I think at this stage he's probably the person that will give me the best price. Every little helps. And let's see. Okay. And can you repair that one for me? Oh, I've just repaired all equipped items. Not to worry. And just round the corner is another quest. I like everything in daylight, so I'm just going to meditate. And that has also replenished my swallow potion. You can see some drowners over there. So much better in daylight because you can actually see what's trying to kill you. And I think the yellow quest marker is just over here. Hello, merchant. So, what's going on? Tell me, and I might help you if you pay me. So something ate his horse, ran him off the road, bubbling, neighing and slurping. I think the neighing was his horse, slurping was the monster. Okay, I will find your box, of course. That is what I do. Let's track that quest. Hopefully it, I'm not sure it will give me enough to level me up, but let's have a look. Oh, of course. It's going to be right next to the drowners, isn't it? So, find the cart, find the box. Have a look over there. Pick some herbs. Avoid the bees. There's the cart. The cart's covered in arrows. Lots to loot from the cart though. And the horse has been shot as well. So, is he telling the truth? Interesting. Let's look for some evidence. That's the box, covered in human blood, and that is a man who's been shot. Right. So the merchant has not told me the truth. Which is not really a first. Lots of people would use Geralt for their dirty work. I'm just going to have a quick pause here